Hello, Earl Pugh here to talk today about counting and using a metronome. So we're going to put the guitar away. You need a metronome. I recommend that you use the most basic metronome that you can find, one that goes click as opposed to a drum machine. We're going to set the metronome at 80, and we are going to clap quarter notes. So we've got it set at a quarter note equals 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So every time the metronome clicks, you clap your hands. Now we're going to stomp with our foot quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do both at once. So we're going to, with our hands and our feet and the metronome, everything agrees. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that was 8 measures. Straight 4 quarter notes with the foot and quarter notes with the hands. Now we're going to make the hands longer. We're going to play half notes with the hands, and the foot is still going to click quarter notes at 80. The metronome will still click quarter notes at 80. So so we have not sped up and we have not slowed down. We're playing longer notes. Some of my students think that they're going faster or slower depending on the length of the note. I want to stress that the beat is constant and the length of the note is independent of where the beat is. You know, it's whatever is written or it's required in that song at that point. So, and I recommend that you do these notes for 8 measures. 1 measure or 2 measures is not long enough. Most people will get ahead of the beat on longer notes, but you won't do this in 1 measure. It'll take 3 or 4 to get there. So we want you to use the metronome to keep you honest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're going to clap whole notes, but the foot is still 1, 2, 3, 4 with the metronome. So we're trying to get it a real appreciation for just how long is a longer note. The quarter notes are very intuitive. The longer notes are not as intuitive, and you might think that it's easier, but actually it's more difficult. It's easier to get off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we started with quarter notes. We went to half notes. We went to whole notes. Now we're going to clap faster. The tempo is not faster, but the notes are shorter. so I shouldn't say they're faster. We're going to clap a shorter note. So these are eighth notes. We're going to clap even eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to clap triplets. So we took the basic quarter note pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we made it, kept the pulse the same, but we made the notes longer by a factor of 2. And then we made them longer by another factor of 2. So we went from quarter notes to half notes to whole notes. And then we made the notes shorter by the hand notes, shorter by a factor of 2. We went from quarter notes to eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now we're going to triplets. So we're going to chop each quarter note into 3 even pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to do swing eights or shuffle eights. And so what we're going to do is we're going to hit that first eighth note of the eighth note triplet and the last one. So instead of going 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, we're going 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So we're going to hit the first and the third eighth note of each triplet. This is much less intuitive than chopping them into even pieces. But if you're playing a shuffle or a swing tune, you need to be able to get this uneven eighth thing. 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So notice that your foot in all of this, we've played some long notes with the hands and some short notes, and we've played even notes and we've played uneven notes, but the foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the metronome, 1, 2, 3, 4, neither has changed. So that is like our foundation, and we're able to stack these divisions and multiples of that on top of it. But you have to know where that is. So I've asked you to put down the guitar and just use your hands and your feet and the metronome in an effort to separate this so that you don't have to think about what string am I on, what direction is the pick going, what note am I on, what key am I in. No, we want to separate out this rhythmic element and just get comfortable with the rhythms by themselves. Now, if you live in an apartment, don't do this at 3 in the morning on a wood floor. I recommend that you actually buy 2 rugs, a larger one that you can put under your chair and a smaller one that can go under your feet so as not to bother the neighbors. And you know, you may feel kind of silly doing this, but it's tremendously important. If you play the right note at the wrong time, it's not really the right note anymore. So just separating the time from the other elements is an important step. So I'd like to give a shout out to Roswell Rudd. Roswell made my entire ear training class get up in front, you know, one student at a time, get up in front of the class and do this. And, you know, out of 12 people in the class, including, you know, horn players who'd been in the marching band, only one person did this flawlessly on the first try. And we were all in music school. So this is more important and more difficult than we talk about a lot. So so I hope this has made you think about your counting and your timing. And next week we'll apply this to the guitar. Thank you.